it's time to cook up something delicious once again with Get It Scoff Cooking. Right, so this week you will need 6 potatoes, kinda medium size, 1 onion medium sized, 1 slice of bread, cheese of your choice, salt and pepper. Right, so first things first, you want to chop this into kind of smallish cubes because you want the potatoes to cook through in roughly about 15 to 20 minutes max. Oh, a bit just flew off, but never mind, I've got plenty more prepared. So again, just small chunks like that. Once you've rinsed your potatoes off, just stick them in a large pan and put them on the boil. Just boil them up, as I said, for 15 to 20 minutes maximum. Oh, I better add a little bit of salt. And get your onion, and you just want to not chop it too finely, but you don't want big giant chunks of onion in there either. So I'll show you them out. So you're just talking that kind of size of bits of onion. So nice wee bite to them. Rinse off the onion as well. Right, so that is 300 grams of cheese. Half of that I'm going to do into little cubes, and the other half I'm going to grate. So in fact I'll take the bigger half there and I'll do that as the cubes. And you'll want to separate the cubes as well, because you're going to spread that through the mixture once everything's ready to put together. This is a very fulfilling dish. I mean, I find myself, if I eat this, say around lunchtime, I generally don't need nothing again until supper, but that might just be me. But it's very fulfilling. You can do beans on the side or some boiled vegetables on the side. It's nice either way. So that's some cubed, and the rest will be grated. In my opinion, in this recipe, the more cheese, the merrier. Just while I'm thinking about it, because of the COVID-19, we're restricted to remaining within our own regions in Scotland at the moment, so the explorers are kind of on the back burner again, unfortunately. I will make attempts to find other new places, but pretty much picked my area dry a long time ago, so I'm at the mercy restrictions being lifted before I can really delve back into anything in a big way. But until then, I'll just try and put out whatever videos I can. Unfortunately, as far as schedule's concerned, I don't have one at the moment. It's just as and when I have opportunity or chance to do something. But I appreciate everybody's patience, and I also appreciate everybody sticking around. Right, so that's that grated, half cubed. I'll get those covered up now. Wee bit of cling film that the cheese was in. That'll do just to cover the cubes up at the moment. Because there's definitely a wee fly in here somewhere, but I can't find them. Right, so that's basically it for the moment. As you can see, they're on the boil there, and once that's ready, we'll continue with the next stage of making this recipe. So, for you, it'll be instant. For me, it'll be 15 to 20 minutes. That is the potatoes boiled and ready. So the next thing you want to do is just drain off those potatoes. Right, so you're going to want to leave them for about 25 to 30 minutes before we do the next stage. But again, we'll jump to that straight away. Right guys, I had a blender, but it packed in. But you need this bread to be breadcrumbs. But another way to do it is just to use one of these if you have it, or whatever other method you could think of, just to get this bread kind of blitzed up. So just break it into smaller pieces, stick it in a jug, and blitz away. So that's that all blitzed into breadcrumbs, as you can see. So take half of your grated cheese and mix it with those breadcrumbs. Just make sure you're thoroughly mixing it through so it's evenly dispersed. Then you want to mash up your potatoes. But first we'll add a few shakes of pepper, black pepper, and just an even distribution of salt. A tablespoonful of butter, and a little dash of milk. Then get mashing. You don't want to mash it too thoroughly because you're not wanting it really soft. You're wanting it to be slightly chunky. So, I mean, I like really soft, smooth mashed potatoes, but for this recipe you just don't want to overdo it. So just make sure you crush every whole potato and break it down a bit, because it leaves a better texture when the recipe is completed. So it should look roughly like that, and I'm going to give that a stir just to make sure the butter and salt and pepper is thoroughly mixed evenly through it. That'll do it. Next, get yourself a cooking dish, for the oven, and put a layer of potato at the base of the dish. You want that about maybe 5mm thick. So that'll look basically like that. Then take your cubed cheese and drop it in with your mashed potato. And just give that an even stir around again, so that again it's evenly dispersed. Then take your chopped onion and add that to the mixture as well. Now that onion was quite large, so I'm not going to use all of it. I've used just over half there, otherwise it would be overpowering. Again, just give that a mix in. Then add about a 10mm layer into your pie dish. Then on top of that, you want to add the rest of your grated cheese. And just spread that around evenly. Then you want to add another layer of your potato mix. Just push that into place. Don't bring it right to the top of the dish, you want to leave room for the topping. If you like these ingredients, then I guarantee you once you've had this, if you've never had it before, you will want it again, because this is delicious. So there you are, I've flattened it down, there's a wee bit of mixture left, could do another separate wee pie I suppose, but I'd need to do more cheese. So you'll notice it's beveling up in the centre, that's just to give it a nice appearance. Take your breadcrumbs and cheese and just add enough so that you've got a nice even layer. It brings it up to the top of the dish. We'll use all of that. Then simply stick that in the oven. Centre shelf. Turn on your oven. This is fan assisted, this one, and I will cook it at 220 degrees. And when that's ready, we'll take it out. Also, get yourself some beans ready for cooking near the end. You can do a boiled veg and what have you, but the reason I like it with beans is because there's a lot of sauce with the beans and it's just a nice combination. So I'll see you when that's ready and I'll get all this cleaned up. Right, so 40 minutes later you have a beautiful golden brown pie ready to eat. I'll let that sit for a few minutes and then I'll serve it up. And the reason I leave it in for 40 minutes is because you want that cheese on top with the breadcrumbs to melt to the point where the cheese is almost virgin on burning, because that brings out all the delicious flavour from the cheese. And some beans on the side. Oh, that cheese is just dripping through the potato. Absolutely awesome. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cheese and tatty pie with beans. And the flavour in that is absolutely mind-blowing. Take my word for it. And if you don't want to take my word for it, then cook it and try it. I swear to you, that is absolutely amazing. And I never get tired of it. So hopefully you will try it yourself. And as I say, if you like those sort of ingredients, you will love this. Absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go away, sit down and eat the rest of that and thoroughly enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for joining me again, and I hope to see you all soon. This is Pajerico signing off. My God. That recipe is too good to share. Well guys, as you probably know already, I hate seeing anything go to waste, so I've just diced up a carrot, and I took that leftover ingredients for the cheese and tatty pie, stuck it in a pan, added a couple of stock cubes and a carrot, and I'll get a nice couple of portions of lentil soup. Obviously I added lentils as well.